Good afternoon and welcome into WBON TV Live at 5 here on this Monday, April the 28th. Today, we look back at a busy weekend for police along I-75 with accidents in Lexington and a high-speed pursuit involving the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. We'll also look back at another great Suits for Seniors event in the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. Plus, Sam Ryan is back with the latest updated weather forecast. We start, however, with our WBON TV lead story and continuing saga surrounding a step-ahead daycare in Richmond. Police have arrested 2 more people in connection to an ongoing investigation into child abuse at the Richmond daycare. According to officials, 40-year-old Amanda Spears was arrested on Saturday morning on 1 count of first-degree criminal abuse of a victim under 12 and 1 count of first-degree wanton endangerment and lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Additionally, Lexington police arrested Trinity Huff on Friday in connection to the investigation. This is a developing story, and as more information and updates become available, we will bring you them here on Live at 5. 1 person was killed during a crash on I-75 on Sunday morning. According to police, the crash occurred near mile marker 110, Lexington's Winchester Road exit at around 5 a.m. Reportedly, only 1 vehicle was involved, and our media partner, LEX18, was informed by officials that the driver of the vehicle was pronounced dead at the scene. The identity of the driver has not yet been released. Parts of I-75 north and southbound were closed down as emergency crews cleared the scene. The cause of the crash is currently unknown, and the investigation is still ongoing. 1 person has been arrested and another is wanted by police after a Friday high-speed pursuit on I-75. According to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, an officer attempted a traffic stop on a vehicle traveling on Kentucky 909. Police say the vehicle, operated by 39-year-old Brandon Woods of Sandy Hook, then fled onto the northbound ramp for I-75. The officer then activated his emergency equipment and Woods pulled his vehicle onto the shoulder. According to police, when the officer exited his car to walk to the suspect vehicle, Woods fled the scene northbound on the interstate, eventually reaching speeds near 110 miles per hour. According to the sheriff's office report, Woods drove recklessly for approximately 5 miles before driving off the shoulder over an embankment where he then fled on foot. Police located the female passenger of the vehicle, 29-year-old Taylor Markwell of Richmond, and immediately took her into custody. Kentucky State Police assisted the sheriff's office in the search for Woods, but they were unable to locate him. Markwell was arrested and lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center, where she was charged with theft of identity of another without consent, first-degree possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and giving an officer false identifying information. Markwell was also charged on a Kentucky Parole Board parole violation warrant. Authorities are on the lookout for Woods, who is wanted for fleeing or evading police, driving on a DUI suspended license, and driving more than 26 miles per hour over the speed limit, among other charges. If you were to know the whereabouts of Woods, you are asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600, or you can also send a direct message to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team sprung into action yesterday afternoon after receiving a call to assist a hiker who had taken a 35-foot fall. According to the Search and Rescue Team, the hiker was rock climbing at an Indian Creek crag when a portion of the rock broke and he began to fall. The hiker's protective equipment failed to hold him and he fell to the ground. During the fall, some of his equipment became unclipped from the rock, resulting in a carabiner breaking. Search and rescue members say a fellow climber who was also a wilderness first responder provided initial care while they made their way to the scene. The injured hiker was moved to the trailhead before being transported to UK Hospital. The exact reason for the failure is unknown at this time. And an 18-year-old Monticello man has died following a vehicle collision yesterday morning. Kentucky State Police investigators say the accident occurred at 7:52 a.m. in Wayne County at the intersection of West KY 90 and KY 1547. The initial investigation indicates that a sedan driven by 19-year-old Seth Boland of Monticello was traveling south on KY 1546 when it pulled out onto KY 90 into the path of a semi-truck driven by 34-year-old Demario Adams. The resulting collision caused Seth Boland, along with his passenger 18-year-old Elijah Boland of Monticello, to be ejected from the vehicle. Elijah Boland was pronounced deceased at the scene by the Wayne County Coroner's Office. Seth Boland suffered serious injuries and was flown to UK Hospital for treatment and was later released. KSP Post 11 Detective Shane Bowling is currently investigating this collision. We have a lot more to get to here on Live at 5, including a recap of Suits for Seniors later on in our sports report. But when we come back, man, this weather has been incredible over the last couple of days. We will check in with Sam and see just how long this perfect weather will hang around. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back on Live at 5.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation, and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us. Kicking off another week here on Live at 5. Glad to have you back with us on this Monday edition. And What a great weekend weather-wise it was, as once again we were able to get out, roll the windows down, and enjoy the sunshine. Sam Ryan, however, joins us to look ahead to the potential threat of rain heading into the area tomorrow and the rest of the week as we put a bow on the month of April.
Hi, thank you, and welcome everybody. Check out how green everything looks now with that beautiful, a little bit of haze to the sky. Had some high-level clouds filtering or drifting through. A beautiful day, though, here on our Monday. Now, Tuesday is also going to be fairly nice, but we do have a frontal boundary approaching, and that's going to, well, change things up a little bit with some thunderstorms in the forecast developing a little bit later in the afternoon. It's going to be along this cold front. So first, a warm front moves over us going into the overnight. That's going to send the humidity up and bring in some storms later on, late afternoon, evening hours, kind of into the overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. And Wednesday we'll have a little more widespread on and off thunderstorm activity kind of throughout the course of the day. So getting some good beneficial rainfall, probably pick up around 3/4 of an inch, all things said and done here Tuesday, Wednesday, with a few additional showers behind that. So here's that front. Here we are Tuesday morning. And again, we're in the warm sector. We'll wait into the late afternoon, evening. And as that line starts to approach, technically, there is a slight risk of severe weather. So wind and hail are going to be the main concerns here. Hail, probably the biggest concern. So you might want to park that vehicle indoors when you come home from work tomorrow. And down to the south, there is a marginal threat, an isolated severe storm. We also have a marginal threat, level 1 out of 4, flash flooding. But again, as I mentioned, most model consensus coming in right around 3/4 of an inch here for Tuesday, and maybe picking up another 1/2 inch or so going into Wednesday. So we'll have to see if you get hit by a couple thunderstorms over the same area, that could obviously increase some of those rainfall amounts. Here we are at 3-4 p.m. Notice that line hasn't really pushed in just yet. So it could hold off until after midnight even. We'll wait and see. In the meantime, we'll wake up in the low 60s out here for the morning. Daytime highs warming up low 80s to around 80 degrees. Staying warm and humid here Wednesday, but the humidity drops late Thursday and our temperatures do as well. High 68, nice and pleasant though on Saturday.
Thanks, Sam. And folks, don't forget, if you want to stay ahead of the updated weather forecast, you can check us out online each and every single weekday. That's WBONTV.com for the extended forecast, or you can also find it posted daily over on the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, April is National Counseling Awareness Month and a time to give some recognition to all of those that help us when we need someone to talk to. Counseling is a collaboration between a professional and a client to work towards a common goal of relieving stress or lack of coping by addressing problems that often relate or influence relationships, work, or other areas of functioning. During his Team Kentucky update last week, Governor Andy Beshear spoke about how his team has tried to make sure that every Kentuckian can get the help that they need.
I believe healthcare is a basic human right, and that includes access to high-quality mental health care. Professional counseling plays an important role when it comes to the health and well-being of Kentuckians across the Commonwealth. Counselors are the caring, hardworking mental health professionals working to make it possible for more Kentuckians to live full, healthy lives. They let our folks know that there is help and there is hope, and there are wonderful people who care, who are trained to help you in your toughest of times. My administration's been committed to expanding access to mental health and recovery services. We launched the 988 crisis hotline that offers a text option as well as an online chat available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and it's gotten better and better and better as we've gone. We've supported mental health services to victims of natural disasters as we've had 14 federally declared disasters since I became governor. We've gotten more mental health programs into schools, connecting kids with counselors and other trained professionals. We've trained our law enforcement officers on how to recognize and interact with people suffering from a mental health crisis. I signed legislation expanding access to mental health care through telehealth. And I signed legislation that's made it easier for counselors to provide the quality care that people deserve. And we're seeing positive outcomes when it comes to helping all of our families be healthier, both mentally and physically. That's why I was proud to sign a proclamation recognizing April as Counseling Awareness Month in the Commonwealth.
You can find the entire Team Kentucky update on the YouTube channel of Governor Andy Beshear. Well, on Sunday, several people were displaced following an apartment fire in Lexington. According to officials, emergency crews were dispatched to Newtown Pike in response to a reported structure fire at around 2:30 p.m. At the scene, firefighters reportedly did not see any visible smoke or flames coming from the building. However, further investigation led to the discovery of a fire inside a fourth-floor apartment. Officials said that the fire was contained by the sprinkler system and quickly extinguished by firefighters. No injuries were reported. However, according to the Lexington Fire Department, a total of 28 people from 8 different apartments were temporarily displaced. Reportedly, most were displaced due to water damage. The cause of the fire is currently unknown, and once again, an investigation is still ongoing. Glad to have you with us here on this Monday, Live at 5. Lots more to get to, including a recap of Suits for Seniors, which we talked about earlier. We'll have more on that when we come back here on WBON TV, Live at 5.
At Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky, we believe in treating our customers like family. As a family-owned dealership for 60 years, we offer top-notch customer service and a friendly, knowledgeable staff. From sales to service, we're here to meet all of your automotive needs. Come on in and see our new and quality pre-owned vehicles, or check us out at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Josh.
And Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers. Happy anniversary, Josh. Can you believe we've been fighting for and helping injured Kentuckians get justice and fair compensation for more than 7 years?
Yes, I can. And I hope y'all continue to trust us for the next 7 years. So if you or a family member have been injured or killed in a car wreck, a fall, or due to medical malpractice or nursing home neglect, call 859-777-7000 or visit honestfearless.com.
Kentucky, get your case done with Hicks & Funson.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 News Team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Welcome back into Live at 5, and I tell you what, if you're a sports fan or you just enjoy being outside, there were plenty of options this past weekend. Looking back at the spring game for EKU football, of course, you had the track meet over at Madison Central, the archery tournament with Model hosting at Alumni Coliseum, and the Duck Derby taking place on Saturday over at Lake Reba. And Friday, it was Suits for Seniors, and Friday's event, hosted by EKU football at Chenault Vineyards, was another huge success as many former Colonel players, fans, and members from the EKU sports department gathered to celebrate EKU football and the idea behind Suits for Seniors. Ryan Jackson was a huge impact player during his time playing for Walt Wells the last 5 years, and he is a former Colonel that has gone through the process of what Suits for Seniors is all about. He joined us during the broadcast Friday to discuss the importance of this event, and that's today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. This kind of started while you were in school.
Right.
So talk about that and kind of, what were the discussions? And did Coach talk to you guys about it whenever you all were first starting it out?
A little bit, yes. Coach Wells does a great job with the Suits for Senior event. I learned most of it from my dad, who's participated in this event before, but definitely being on the other side of it, it's such a big event, such a huge event for Eastern, and to get all the people of Richmond around each other in a very fun environment is awesome.
Talk about the process of going through, getting the measurements and picking out the suit, and kind of what did your suit look like?
Oh, my suit's nice. I can't lie. It's a blue one, got a beer color in the middle.
Okay.
The process, seamless, timeless. They made plenty of time out for each one of us to come in, come out. We even got to see some of each other's suits before the thing happened, but they had all types of colors, all type of prints. It was amazing. Having the chance to be able to make something custom for you that you love, that you wanted, that
kind of a one of a kind, right?
Yeah, that you got to personally pick yourself, and it's amazing. And I thank Eastern for all opportunities.
Not only the suit, but the reverse job fair and things like that. Was there anything that stuck out to you during the job fair?
Yeah, actually, plenty of businesses like to show up and like to embrace what their business is about, and they like having colonels on their staff. So I think it's awesome. Being on the other side of it this year, I actually went and saw some of my friends' resumes, and they had the resume workshop, and see how professionally they prepared are, and to see how that's progressed from first time I saw it was my sophomore year when I wasn't even doing the event, to having 4, 5, 6 tables, to when I finally got to do it in my junior year, 20-something odd tables, plenty of businesses, to even today. A couple guys got a good chance, got great conversations with all types of businesses. It's an amazing opportunity that we can't take advantage of.
So did you get to graduate in the winter? Did you graduate?
Yeah, I've already graduated.
You're done. So what are you doing now? Talk about that.
I'm actually in the first leg of my master's program.
Okay.
I'm still here at Eastern, loving it. Had some stuff happen to me in football, but I'm past that. I'm about to start coaching. One of my passions. My master's was in sports management. My major is in sports administration. And while I'm still around, Coach Wells and Coach Johnson, they were, luckily enough, they didn't want to kick off a 2-time captain from their staff.
For sure.
So I guess I come in, make an impact, get started on my coaching career, and see where it takes me.
So you talked about your coaching career. I volunteered to coach my son's little Pee-wee football team. First year doing it, I was just telling Gail, we come on we had practice last night, and it's like, I want to pull my hair out.
Right.
I mean, you have situations like that. Yours are obviously the kids are a lot older, but talk about something that you learned as a player under Coach Wells. Your dad obviously taught you a lot as well about the game that you really want to give back to let to kind of showcase, hey, this is a really fun game. If you take it serious enough, you can go far with it. And just talk about kind of what it taught you.
I feel like one great quote that Coach Wells used that I keep referring to and I keep bringing back and I keep bringing it to the new guys is sometimes it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Yeah. We all wear the EKU Colonel name, and we all represent that in our own different ways. It might not be your fault that your friend messed up. It might not be your fault that stuff's not going your exact way, but it is your responsibility to try and change that. It is your responsibility to try and take charge in that. It is your responsibility on and on and on. I mean, I feel like that's a great message for any guy trying to not only better themselves as a football player, but to better themselves as a man. Like sometimes it's really not your fault stuff isn't going your way, but you can be the one to make it start going better.
I do a lot of different things. I always say, look, you can do everything right. Sometimes the cards or the chips or whatever you want to say just don't fall your way. So that happens a lot, and we talked about it. We look back at that Nova game. I mean, how often does that play back in your head? The no call, or the calls that didn't go your way, the fumble that was it a fumble, was it a whatever the case might be. Talk about that. How often do you look back and remember that game?
I feel like when you look back at that game, you miss all the other history that we had.
Yeah.
I feel like one thing our group did, not only have people that stay for a university 4+ years, we formed what's really a team and a really love and a real bond for each other, where I still call some of these people today to where we can still hang out and all that. But the Villanova game specifically, every time the film comes up, we have to bring back some clips because we had some really, really great clips and teach tape stuff that We need to show our guys that this is our type of football. This is how we want to play. This is our brand of football. If you look at that Villanova game, the one thing you can never tell me is that we quit and that we weren't tough.
For sure.
We tried our hearts off in that game to play for the next level, and that's what we did for each other. We worked hard for each other.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
When it comes to auto service, two things are important: experience and hometown service. Hall & Sons Auto Care is starting their 20th year in business in Richmond. That's 20 years locally owned and operated. Hall & Sons Auto Care can take care of you from preventative maintenance to major engine repair. Hall & Sons Auto Care is also carrying BW towing products as well as rough country suspension and lift kits. Give us a chance to be your auto repair shop. Visit us at 209 North Keeneland Drive in Richmond.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here?
Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game? Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Back with you to wrap things up on this Monday, live at 5. One person was killed during a fire in Laurel County on Monday. According to officials, emergency crews from multiple counties responded to a house fire on Patton Road in East Bernstad at around 9:10 a.m. this morning. At the scene, firefighters worked to extinguish the blaze. Officials say once the fire was put out, first responders entered the home where they found one deceased individual in a bedroom area. The body was removed by the Laurel County Coroner's Office. The house is reportedly considered a complete loss. The cause of the fire is unknown and still under investigation. Stick around for the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show coming up at 6 p.m. From 6 to 7, Samantha Burford will join me as we talk to several local sports players and coaches. Will also recap Suits for Seniors coming up at 6 p.m. on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. See you tomorrow, folks. Same time, same place for Live at 5.